Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome to the start of my first Myplayer FIFA 20 career here today on the channel. I'm going to be playing as myself, Simpzy, of course, and hopefully we can become the next Tim Cahill and beyond. So, if you like the sound of that, feel free to leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments clubs you would like me to sign and play for. If you don't like Millwall for whatever reason, feel free to leave a dislike. So, starting off my player career season 1, let's get stuck into it. So, the main objective of this series is to be the next Tim Cahill and have a long and illustrious career and push further on. So in season 1 here today, I've signed for Millwall. I've come through the academy as a young Australian striker. And at the end of the episode, at the end of every season, you guys can vote on where I go next. So, the main objective for this first season is to try and drag Millwall to promotion to the Premier League. Then I'll hand in a transfer request at the end of the season, unless you guys want me to stay for season 2. Voting on you guys, let me know. But if a big club comes in for me, I'm happy to move on. So, the main objective overall for this series is to win as much pieces of silverware as possible. I want to do, what, 4-5 seasons and see where the career mode takes us. I want to try and win the English Premier League, FA Cup and Carling. I'd love to win a UEFA Champions League as well, and we might even do a bit of a world journey, a world circuit, maybe playing in Spain, Germany and Syria. Let me know in the comments. So I'm the main striker for the Den, for the Lions, and it's going to be interesting to see how my year and season progresses at Moor Lane. So the first match of today's video, we face Preston at home. Thompson starts off the scoring there, a little bit influential in that first one, linking up the play there. Nice little cutback, bringing Thompson in, takes a touch, gets a deflection, and flicks it on. We are playing on Legendary difficulty. I would play on Ultimate, but I feel like from my personal experience in Myplayer, I'm sure like career my YouTubers who play Myplayer a lot more, I feel like Legendary is good because I can't actually pick the sides, which is a shame. I prefer in Myplayer to play with controlling the entire starting 11. I have done my players back in like FIFA 15 and 16, and from what I've sort of noticed is that if you only play with the one player, the gameplay is just so poor. I would rather play with the entire starting 11. So we're currently 2-0 up here against Preston on my debut. Wallace breaking down the wing to find Simpzy on the inside, and I've scored my debut goal there. What a finish there, just before the 37th. A magnificent goal there from the Australian international. The next Tim Cahill is coming home. Husky chocolate as well. Represent. So running down the wing here. Wallace opening it up along the deck. Took a little bit of a bobble, but just hammered it, top bins. What a strike, a stick of dynamite for my first EFL Championship goal. Come on, the Lions. It's absolutely erupting at Moor Lane. At the Den. Obviously, Tim Cahill, Australia's most illustrious player and striker. Hopefully, I can do the same. Started off his career in Australia, coming through the academy like I did. Then got his English move to Millwall. Obviously, went on to play for Everton and for the New York Red Bulls. So hopefully I can have a similar career. Maybe a Premier League squad might pick me up. I want to try and be the Championship's top goal scorer already. We have 2 goals. It's 4-0 against Preston. We're sort of one of the unlikely sides to push on and get promotion. We're probably expected to finish, what, between 6th and 10th, probably in the top half of the championship. So it's going to be a really big struggle for this side to push on. And on my debut here, I'm on for a hat-trick. Simpzy breaking away, ducks and weaves, a really nice finesse there. And it is 5-0, just before the 55th against Preston for my first match of the season. I've scored a hat-trick. I personally prefer the number 7. I quite like those Adidas boots as well. Hopefully I get called up for the Australian national team as well. There's not too many prolific strikers in the national scene, so I could do that. Also, guys, let me know in the comment section down below other national teams that you're eligible for. I was born in Australia, both were my parents, and 3 of my grandparents were, except for one of my grandfathers. So I technically could play, if I choose to, for Austria, which I have done in previous career series on FIFA 18 or 19, I believe it was. I changed things up a bit. Instead of starting in the Australian sort of youth setup, I started in Austria. Now, that'd be a really interesting decision, because if I play for Australia, of course, I'm in the Oceania region. I can't play in the Euros and some European competitions. If I changed my nationality to Austria and declared for the Austrian national team, I can play in the Euros, which gives us more football to play with. So already we had some interesting transfers from Atalanta in the United States. Atalanta? Oh my god, I didn't just call it that. Atlanta, Georgia. That's what it is. Atalanta is the Serie A side, my bad. So we've got an EFL Cup match against West Brom. We managed to smoke away Preston 5-0. West Brom have a lot of good players here, of course. They still have Kieran Gibbs. You forget that he's still playing football these days. Building up the play here well. Simpzy on the break, determined to score his first away goal, finds Thompson inside. Simpzy and Thompson are on the same wavelength, and I've scored my first away goal here today, just for the 23rd, and we're running away with the competition in the championship. 1-0 up against West Brom. So here today I'm going to do the entirety of Season 1. The next episode coming out will be the entirety of Season 2 and so forth. We'll try and get like 4 or 5 matches in an episode if I get picked as well. But at the moment, playing as a 75 rated player, also in the 70 region, we are going to get picked a lot of these games, which is good. So the more game time we can get, the better, and we can build up our player. West Brom on the attack, find Charlie Austin there. Charlie Austin makes it 1-1. And that's the thing as well, because I'm playing as my player, I can't choose the starting 11, I can't choose the formation and the players, so I'm already at a huge disadvantage, especially playing on like ultimate difficulty. If you're playing as a my player, it's super difficult. It's just not even enjoyable, some of the gameplay. If the thing is, right, especially as a striker, if your midfield and wingers don't dominate the football, you just get isolated up front, like Romelu Lukaku at United there. Thompson going back to bring it 2-2 against West Brom, and the West Brom is a squad trying to pick up the top 4 in the championship, trying to push on. They definitely have the resources and finances a lot better than us, but myself and Ben Thompson are already building a brilliant partnership. Thompson, Perez back to Simpzy, looking to break away. Drives the enemy opposition into the final third. Leonard from range. It's a huge reflection. Unfortunately, Thompson couldn't get onto it. Wallace. Whoa, trying to win the header there. Thompson. Simpzy looking for the through ball. Puts it along the deck to O'Brien. O'Brien is unfortunately offside. And after that, I got substituted off in the 22nd there. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately, not be on for the rest. 1 goal, 1 assist, 88 rating. Not too bad. And we're going to have to simulate this one out. And I'm hoping we picked up the 3 points against West Brom. Or did it result in a draw? Unfortunately, it did result in a draw. However, we're still undefeated for the season so far. Swansea City have launched a bid offering me £20,000 a week. I really wish the higher the budget, you could like sort of allocate and buy attributes, because the wage budget in FIFA, it's just not really used at all. Stoke City and Cardiff come in for me as well, but as I'm already starting my career at Millwall, I want to play the full season. Once, hopefully, we can get Millwall promoted to the Premier League, and at the start of Season 2, like I said, I'll hand in my transfer requests and I'll get you guys to vote on at the end of the episode what teams come in from me and dictate where this Myplayer journey goes. Okay guys, welcome to another match here today. We face Fulham in this London derby. Huge rivalry between Millwall and Fulham, a side recently relegated to the Championship. It's going to be interesting to see which players they've managed to hold on to. Fulham on the attack. Arter in midfield. Mitrovic. A nice ball inside. Fulham on the attack. And they start off the scoring pretty early on with a really nice goal there. Fulham go 1-0 up from a Mitrovic assist. They nearly score again here, hitting the post. Reed goes and does the double. And Fulham have blown away Millwall incredibly early on in this first half. Simpzy holds up the ball well. Nice piece of skill move to send Thompson through. Here's Thompson away! And he is. Thompson and myself are starting a fantastic partnership at Millwall. And hopefully we can drag him to a big money signing as well. We're kind of being like that Jamie Vardy, James Maddison setup we've got going on, which is working quite well. I find Wallace on the break here. Want to try and get the second 1-2 back. It's a good tackle to deny us in the final third. Fulham trying to build something up here, and Wallace answers back with a good tackle. Bryan to Arter. Fulham still holding on to a lot of those players that eventually got them to the Premier League last time around. Pearce with a good defence. Williams to Thompson. A nice flick on by Simpzy, trying to break it away. Takes on two. Waiting for fellow support. A nice little pass was slipped to O'Brien. O'Brien trying to find it centrally. Romeo back to Simpzy in open space. It's 2-2. And I've managed to bring it back there with a great finesse shot. It's 2-2 just before the 7th there. I thump my chest to the crowd and celebrate in front of Moore Lane and the Lions. 2-2. We've managed to bring back this performance by conceding 2 sloppy goals early on. I can't really blame the defence too much, but the forward line has come up massively with myself, and I've scored now my 7th goal of the championship. Hopefully, I can win the championship golden boot. Thompson with a good flick on. Holding out the ball well. I've beaten one. Simpzy just needs to beat the goalkeeper, and it's another hat-trick. 10 goals I've scored so far this season in all competitions. A nice little flick on, beating the defence and hammering it into the top left. I'm trying to mould myself after a really good finisher. I'm 6'1", so not the tallest of strikers there. I want to make myself a prolific finisher, like a Sergio Aguero or a Luis Suarez, sort of in the top echelons of football. But hopefully I can score every type of goal and mould myself after Tim Cahill. He scored a lot of perfect hat-tricks in his career. He can score with his head, his left and his right. And hopefully I can be the next Tim Cahill. Fulham on the counter-attack here. Can they get a lead equaliser? The ball comes in and it's saved. The Lions are going to win away at Fulham here today as the clock runs out. And that is the showing of a promotion side there. 3-2, winning a match we did have no rights and deserve to win. So already I'm becoming one of the most top goal scorers in the championship. I'm 72 rated to be exact for now. We managed to receive another offer here by Feyenoord, which is interesting. So after one full season in the championship, unfortunately I couldn't drag Millwall to automatic promotion. West Brom were promoted along with Nottingham Forest. However, we've just managed to sneak into 6th place, which means we're going to have a playoff match. And we're in the playoff promotion final, beating Fulham. Leeds beat Middlesbrough. We face Leeds as well, which is massive. After 36 matches played, 31 in the championship, I scored 38 goals, and Thompson scored 32. Patterson for Middlesbrough scored 25, and Leeds had a striker there as well as the top assister with 29. Harrison for Leeds as well. After one full season playing with Millwall, I am a 77 rated striker, 21 years of age, 5-star skill moves, going from a 71 rated to a whopping 77. A huge huge growth boost we have had. And here today we face Leeds at Wembley to hopefully gain automatic promotion to the Premier League. If not, we're going to be stuck in the Championship for one season. But at the end of this, I will be handing in a transfer request, and you guys will be voting and deciding who I should go play as. So let me know in the comment section down below. Thumbs up other people's comments, and that will be the voting system. So once that comes up, let me know your thoughts and opinions. So we're fighting for Leeds. Leeds, historic, a massive club in English football. They really should be in the Premier League, and they're going to be fighting for us tooth and nail. Can we join the other promotion sides? Nottingham Forest, West Brom, 117 points they got. And I feel like the Premier League, the Championship table rather said, had a lot of goal scorers and a lot of points this time around. But unfortunately, we go 1-0 down incredibly early on by Patrick Bamford scoring in the 13th. Bamford determined to try and drag Leeds forward. It's Hernandez on the break. Hernandez drags it to the left at Wembley. So my first cup final for Millwall, my first time playing at Wembley. The nerves are seeping in. Thompson and myself have linked up 60 times this season. I've drilled it wide to Marnie. And it's however you want to say it. It's Marnie or it's Mahoney. He makes it 1-1. I think Americans say Mahoney. But Marnie makes it 1-1 just before the 21st day. I don't know if he's Irish or not. Mahoney. Marnie, it's like Americans say Mahoney. And Irish people say Marnie. 1-1 there. Regardless, Connor. Yeah, if he's not Connor Marnie, I would be surprised it's not pronounced like that. But you never know. I don't know if he's English or not. Phillips on the break now. Dallas charging forward. Dallas finds Hernandez on the right. Millwall defending valiantly at the back. Can't quite contend with the cross. And it's Roberts there, the former Manchester City player. I think he's still loaned from them. He played for Celtic on loan recently. But Roberts... Oh no, that's Tyler Roberts. Different Roberts. Anyway, I got substituted off there. 2-1 down. Everything's absolute shambles. Tyler Roberts gets another shot on target there just before the 67th. Williams. Bradshaw, fresh off the bench. After Simpzy being subbed off, fresh off the bench, Bradshaw makes it 2-2 just before the 71st. And have I done enough to try and push Millwall on? It's all up to Bradshaw there on the break. A really nice substitution by the manager. Tom Bradshaw scores. Thompson links up with Bradshaw. I gave it absolutely everything in this match, but unfortunately I couldn't score. But Bradshaw makes it 3-2 in the 75th. He's scored a brace here, Bradshaw, and he's on for a hat-trick for the Lions. And will we be promoted to the Premier League next season? We could also stay, of course, if that's something you'd like to see, but you guys have to vote on it. But at the moment, it looks like anything can still happen in this playoff final. Bradshaw dragging the Lions away. Wallace receives it on the wing. Looking for the pass. Millwall trying to build something up centrally. Thompson recycles possession well. Looking for an incisive ball into the final third. Bradshaw off the bench scores a hat-trick to make it 4-2 and put Millwall without a shadow of a doubt to automatic promotion. We scored a lot of goals this season. We are one of the most prolific scoring sides in the top 6 of the Championship. We were kind of unlucky to finish in 6 just due to draws and sloppy losses. But 4-2 is the scoreline, and Leeds look like they miss out on Premier League football for another year in a row. And that's it. The full-time whistle has blown. I've dragged myself playing as Millwall. We've dragged them all the way to the Premier League. So now, guys, let me know. Should I stay at Millwall in the Premier League? I have handed in my transfer request at the end of the season, so I can see offers. But if you guys want me to sign for one of these sides coming up, let me know in the comment section down below, and just vote thumbs up other people's comments and the top rated, I will play and sign for that club. So first up, Burnley launch a bid for myself. I can go and play under Sean Dyche. I could leave the Premier League, maybe join Bayer Leverkusen. They've launched a bid there as well, offering me £50,000 a week. Bournemouth as well, going down to the south coast under Eddie Howe's tutelage. That's where I could end up. Olympic Lyon launch a huge bid as well, along with AS Monaco. I could have a stint in France. Lazio launch a bid as well. But is it time this early in my career to go abroad? Let me know. Aston Villa launch a bid as well. Wolfsburg have launched a big. Red Bull Leipzig, Rasenball Leipzig in the Bundesliga as well. And Watford as well have launched a huge bid. So there's a lot of massive clubs that want me there. If I had my top 3 picks to choose from, this is for me, but it's completely up to you guys. You have to vote in the comments and let me know. I would probably pick Burnley. I think Burnley are the side that probably might have European football in the English League. A lot of those other sides will have Champions League football, like Monaco or a Red Bull Leipzig. But yeah, Burnley under Sean Dyche would be fantastic, looking to push on, having such a defensive solid backline in midfield, allowing to push on. Red Bull Leipzig as well, competing with the likes of Timo Werner and Yusuf Poulsen. If one of them has left, there could be a little bit more room for me there. Going and working under Julian Nagelsmann would be a massive thing. Also, the pay grade in Monaco, going to Monaco, the tax haven, would be so awesome. I kind of wish like finances played a bit more of a better role in a Myplayer career, Myplayer journey. But let me know in the comments, should I sign for maybe an English side? Maybe if I join a Burnley, I'm not going to get enough game time. Watford, Aston Villa, Bournemouth. There's a lot of sides to choose from, so let me know in the comments. Unfortunately guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just going looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Royce